Hey guys, we are here in Tel Aviv, very beautiful office with a very beautiful view at Cotrader, and we had very busy days behind us. We met with two VCs. Can you tell Gary what happened today and yesterday?
Yeah, sure. So we're at Labs. This is the office building that we work at, and basically the last couple days have been pretty busy with VCs coming on. We're just all at one time meeting with a bunch of the Israeli startup scene for cryptocurrencies, which is pretty big, especially in this Labs building. Buildings full of like crypto companies. And without mentioning any names, the VCs are pretty interested to come on because we have this kind of low hard cap, 10 million for with a maximum bonus of ending up to 20%, and that looks pretty attractive to them because of the multiples that would be implied and so on. Besides that, they love that we have a working blockchain MVP that's not just a web, like some JavaScript like webby thing, but a real working thing on Ethereum's Robson testnet. So yeah, they had a bunch of questions about security token versus utility token, how our product's working, and they just love seeing the demo.
Very cool, very cool. And so we're gonna go live on next month. We had some minor issues with the demo, but now we have improvements. Can you tell about something?
Yeah, there were some issues. Basically it was an alpha product. Now in next month we'll be closer to beta, and by August to be live is the plan. We may be ahead of schedule as well. If, for example, today David solved a small issue where it just took a couple hours. So this is a new territory, not that many people are developing. So for example, for a smart contract to send assets to another smart contract, you got to add a little line in there, and the only place that you can find anything about it is like Ethereum stack, and it's like zero like responses to it, just like some quiet little note about it. But so we're solving these issues. We're really in the forefront of this development space, Luckily, our team has experience with developing real project, like Eli and our CTO. He's done, crypto fighters, which is like CryptoKitties, had real users, and that kind of experience with real users on the blockchain is really cool. Actually, he just got a mention in one of our competitors as a big guy in that project, so that's funny.
Nice, cool. And about the dates, the public ICO?
Yeah, so about the dates. So basically the public ICO to end by August is the plan. Everybody knows now that funds are really the major things. I mean, you raise most of the money in funds, and then the ICO is sort of a community building exercise. Now, if it's not known, then it should be known. Maybe it's like not a secret or anything like that. It used to be maybe the crowdfunding, or who knows who was going in, but it was sort of like a crowdfunding would be the major thing. Now it's the funds that go in big, and the ICO is the cream on the top. But that being said, we're working on a referral system, just like Airbnb. When you refer a friend, you put like $100, and they reward you for because user acquisitions, real platforms that have real users, care to bring users on board, and it's called user acquisition. It costs money, and a new user for Airbnb could be worth $100, for example. So anyhow, we want to cut through the middleman, very much in the spirit of this blockchain world. Instead of paying advertisers $50 or $100 to come bring in a person, why not just give the money to the people, give the people what they want, right? So a referral program that benefits both the referrer and the referee, proof of caring or whatever, but then we want to validate it's real people, not that people can abuse the system like KYC. Which is actually kind of a bummer because we wouldn't normally need to do a KYC because we're a utility token. So the KYC would only be if you want to get the bonus tokens. So this is all scheduled for in the next few weeks. We're going to start some of this referral wildfire. People are going to complain because so many people are talking on Reddit about our airdrop and this and that. It's almost like too much. And now with the referrals giving upwards of 20 or 30%, up to 50% perhaps even total, it's gonna be all over the net. So yeah, exciting.
And what do you think about the market? That now the market is down, people investing more because let's say COT is gonna be cheaper because for now Ether is down. So basically it's gonna be cheaper to invest in CoTrader.
Yeah, exactly.
It's gonna help.
Yeah, so it helps and it hurts. The market is down, so people are less optimistic. On the other hand, any little boom that comes, then it seems like people just jump back in. Like it's very easy to get the bull action. You just 1 or 2 days of up trading, and then you get that. So it works sort of both ways that way. We haven't found like that the interest has changed that much in our project. I guess it's because, you know, some blockchain projects, they don't really have a real need for blockchain in some sense. If you really look at it, even if they say that they do. I don't want to name names, but it just does make sense, really. Maybe in some futuristic environment. But in our case, it's very apparent why blockchain is needed. You know, people are looking for the killer blockchain app, and they're like, what is it? Besides Bitcoin, besides currency, what is it? Well, Ethereum has done governance and has done fundraising, but what about the actual fundraising for what? What's the actual product? So, well, you know, CoTrader, it's the first time in history you can invest together with someone, but you can always pull your money back out of the smart funds, because the smart contracts are holding the money. We're not custodians, the fund manager is not custodians, the Ethereum blockchain is the custodian, it's holding the funds. So I feel that the market has not affected us that much in short, but we're also looking to an upside soon. Like I think that the market has come down a lot, like from the peak. Now I wouldn't say it crashed, because this peak was just sort of a momentary peak. So it's just kind of come down to where it was. And now another peak can come at any time. So yeah, you know, we just don't want to hold on to the Ethereum when it's at the top of the peak. Well, the sun is
directly in my eyes.
No, that's good. That was good questions. I went on too long, maybe, but.
No, it's cool. What else? Anything else? You think? Any questions?
I think that was good.
Yeah. Okay, that's it. Enough. Enough. Yeah.
I was crying like from the